Right now on ABC 10 News at 4 o'clock, amid a spike in new cases, LA County will require masks indoors. That's regardless of vaccination status. Plus, here at home, a person is missing after a boat caught fire in the waters off Carlsbad. The Coast Guard's search now underway. And it's a story that's positively San Diego. A local math whiz with a genetic disease is headed for MIT. How his family is helping him achieve his dreams.
ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
Breaking news coming from Los Angeles County. Residents will once again have to wear masks while indoors, regardless of vaccination status. The mandate comes as the number of new COVID cases continues to rise. Goes into effect at midnight Saturday. And so far, San Diego County's mask guidance has not changed, and residents are not required to wear masks indoors. And just minutes ago, we got this statement from the county. The county will continue to follow California Department of Public Health guidance on masking and urges those who are unvaccinated to get a vaccine to protect themselves and others from the spread of COVID-19. We will have a live report with more on this coming up on ABC 10 News at 5 o'clock. Right now, the Coast Guard is looking for whoever was on a boat that caught fire today off the coast of Carlsbad. Sky 10 spotted the plumes of smoke as crews tried to douse the flames. ABC 10 News reporter Jeff Lasky is live in Oceanside. Jeff, the boat sank just in the last few hours.
Yeah, Kimberly, I just spoke with the Coast Guard spokesperson within the last 30 minutes. He told me that the boat went down before firefighters had a chance to get on board to search for anyone who might have been on the boat at the time. Now, the owner of the boat parked it right here along this dock in Oceanside. There's a community of folks who all live here, and they're desperately worried to find out the fate of their friend who may have been on that boat. Now, Sky 10 did give us a closer look at what people could see from the shore this morning. Around 9:45, people from Encinitas and Carlsbad began seeing the smoke rising into the air from that boat on fire. Lifeguards from multiple agencies raced out several miles offshore to begin fighting the flames. They're still not sure exactly who or how many people may have been on board or if they had been able to abandon ship. We do know that the boat is called the Relentless. Now, we are not naming the owner at this time, but friends here say that he is a beloved member of this community.
He's a fine man, and everybody really likes him. So we're all distressed at the loss of the boat, but we're more concerned about his well-being right now.
Now, they're trying to stay optimistic. The Coast Guard still is searching the water. They tell me that at the point that the boat sank, the ocean depth there is 1,800 feet. We're gathering more information. We'll have more for you on ABC 10 News at 5. Live in Oceanside, Jeff Lasky, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Jeff, for that live update. And we'll continue to follow this developing story. You can keep track of the updates with our ABC 10 News mobile app. The woman accused of fatally shooting her husband, a local pastor, was set to face a judge for an arraignment this afternoon. That was canceled after the DA's office announced that charges will not be filed against her at this time. Pastor Noah Shepherd was killed at his home on Monday. ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala spoke with a legal expert about why the DA's office may be holding off for now. Mimi.
And Kimberly, what that legal expert told us is more evidence is likely being collected to determine if there was a motive behind this fatal shooting or if it was in fact accidental. Noah Shepherd was a pastor here at the Reformed Presbyterian Church in Rolando. On Monday, the 29-year-old was shot in the backyard of his home on Camino de las Palmas. The medical examiner's office says he died of multiple gunshot wounds. His death was ruled a homicide. Sheriff's deputies arrested his wife, Gabriella Shepherd, on suspicion of murder, although they say she told 911 dispatchers the shooting was accidental. Thursday, she was set to appear in court for an arraignment, but instead the DA's office announced charges will not be filed at this time. They said the investigation is ongoing and they'll review the case as they get more information. Former District Attorney Paul Finks weighed in about this and says while law enforcement will often arrest people based on probable cause that a crime was committed, prosecutors have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that crime was committed.
It's not uncommon in a case like this that there's other information that has to be examined to determine whether there was a motive to kill that may conflict with the suspect's statement, in which case computer downloads, phone records, and other information needs to be developed, and that may be what's happening here.
And he says it could take some time before all of that data is collected. For now, the wife is being released from Las Colinas without any charges. Of course, this is a developing story, so we will keep you updated as we learn more. We're live in Rolando. Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
A shocking development there. Thank you, Mimi. In California is getting nearly $50 million for COVID response efforts in underserved communities. That money is from the American Rescue Plan. It's going to 30 healthcare programs. And these are community-based healthcare providers that offer primary healthcare service to underserved communities and vulnerable populations. Today, California lawmakers approved the country's first state-funded guaranteed income program. It's a $35 million plan funded by taxpayers. It will fund local programs that will give monthly cash payments to qualifying pregnant people and young adults who recently left foster care. The payments range from $500 to $1,000. The amount is up to local officials. There are no restrictions on how the money can be spent, and it's unclear when these payments will start.
The first of the child tax credit payments are hitting bank accounts today. Now, most families didn't have to do anything to get this money, but some may still be missing out.
And we're trying to get the word out to families who may not have heard of this before and may not have filed taxes before, to really encourage them to file taxes to get their credits.
The Poverty Solutions team out of Michigan State has been working to find families in most need of this early benefit, and that includes those that don't file federal taxes because they don't make enough, or those that don't have any income. The payments don't start phasing out until you get into higher income levels. Now, the $250 or $300 extra a month has the potential, the experts say, to lift millions of low-income children out of poverty.
Because rent is every month, right? Utilities are every month. So giving families a little bit of extra cushion each month and allowing them to choose what to spend it on will really make strides to reduce these hardships that we know are going on across the country.
Now, past research on how lower income families spend money like this tells us it will likely go to food, monthly expenses, medication, or practical ways of building wealth like paying down debt or repairing something in the home that can increase its value and building savings.
And we know from a lot of research that, extra income coming into families with children means that kids do better in school. They take home more in lifetime earnings, all things that we want to be happening in our communities.
Now, if you don't get this first child tax credit payment, you can still opt in through the IRS website, or you can opt out if you don't want to receive the early payments and instead claim the full tax benefit when you file your 2021 taxes. The next payment is scheduled for August 13th. Poverty Solutions and the Biden administration are pushing to make this benefit permanent.
The last thing we want to see is families, being able to afford critical things, the poverty rate going down for just 1 year, and then us going back to where we were just a few months ago.
Unemployment claims across the U.S. have reached a new pandemic low. This story is starting the news feed. Today, the Labor Department confirmed that jobless claims fell by 26,000 last week, down to 360,000 total claims. Experts predict the economy will expand by 7% this year. Now, this week, the U.S. is shipping more than 3.2 million doses of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine to the Philippines. The single-dose vaccines are part of the COVAX vaccine sharing effort to help lower and middle-income countries. Now, with the Olympics now just 8 days away, new coronavirus cases have surged to a 6-month high in Tokyo. Japan's capital is now under a 4th state of emergency. Bars and restaurants are now required to close early and aren't allowed to serve alcohol through the Olympics.
Firefighters are making progress on a 60-acre fire burning near the U.S.-Mexico border. The border fire is 5% contained. It broke out about 2 o'clock this afternoon near Tecate Mission Road. It's caused by power lines there in the area. It has destroyed one outbuilding so far. Evacuation warnings are issued for the nearby Tecate community. Potrero Elementary School is the temporary evacuation point. The summer horse racing season kicks off tomorrow at Del Mar, and this year's racing season comes with changes. In past years, the track averaged about 40,000 fans in attendance, but this year, officials say only about 16,000 will be allowed for COVID safety reasons. The big difference is you can only go in if you have a seat. So no other tickets will be sold and no one else tomorrow will be allowed in. They will be turned away at the gate. And first post is set for 2 p.m. tomorrow. ABC 10 News will have live coverage of opening day all day long beginning at 4:30 a.m. I will be reporting live at the racetrack tomorrow afternoon and evening.